Today, I decide not to compete with the noises of Las Vegas. I choose not to go out the door. But we have weather and more. Looking down the street, there's Bellagio right in front of us, and West Flamingo Road behind the Horseshoe advertisements right there. There's a Martha Stewart restaurant down there called the Bedford. Very good. And the restaurants here are extraordinary, I gotta tell you that. Over there, you can just barely make out the bottom of the Eiffel Tower. There's the very top of it. And in there's a great French restaurant. Anyhow, so there are clouds over Nevada right now, but this is not the big storm that's coming onto the West Coast yet. That's gonna get in here tomorrow. So yesterday we hit 72 here, just missed the record, I think 73, 8 years ago. And today it's 66. Meanwhile, in New England, another coldest so far, 17 degrees below zero to start the day in Presque Isle, Maine, with that high pressure system that came in that did not clear out our sky. Endless clouds across New England. Yesterday it was sunny in Maine, and with a clear sky last night, that's how it did get so cold in Maine. But now clouds are just stuck here, and there's another little weak front coming out of southeastern Canada. So it's actually a low pressure system. It's going to kind of, watch it here, jump south over New England tomorrow with some snow showers or freezing drizzle north and a couple of rain showers or snowflakes mixed south. And that's going to bring in colder, somewhat colder, and dry air. The sun should return to New England on Saturday and Sunday. That whole thing we've been watching with that big upper low in southeastern Canada and an ocean storm. That ocean storm looks like it's going to be pretty far offshore. And then as far as this western storm goes, part of that breaks off and goes way down now in the southern states, the Gulf of Mexico and Florida. That low is so far south. That's going off way to our south on Monday into Tuesday. Another high pressure system comes in here to New England, and it's just kind of boring to start off February. And next week there's another front coming across the middle of the nation, but we should warm it up. It doesn't look as warm as it did yesterday, but next Thursday, Friday, probably get back into the 40s and 50s. The driest stretch we've had in some time. Boston closing out the month with more than 7 inches of rain and close to 3 to 4 degrees above normal per day. And about, I think there was 7 or 8 inches of snow. It snowed about 5 or 6 times at my house, but it only added up to about 5 inches altogether. Mount Washington got the real deal. 71.8 inches of snow on Mount Washington in January with 10.25 inches of water equivalent. I think it rained maybe once or twice up there. And so yesterday, Carl and Donna pleasantly surprised by 3-inch snowfall on Mount Mansfield. They said there was none down in the village, none at the house, but they got up there and there was 3 inches of snow. Thank you for sharing that. Always happy to see. But the snowfall outlook is dismal in New England. That little front tomorrow is not going to do much, and then all the action is going to miss us to the north and the south next week. Here's the 10-day snowfall forecast. Sierra Nevada, the storm. Everyone's talking about the atmospheric river coming in. Snow levels are pretty high, but the tops of those mountains are coming in with feet of snow. And most of New England just gets a little here and there, dribs and drabs in the higher elevations. So this is going to be the quietest weather we've had in a long time. After multiple storms per week, we get a week off anyway. Freeze that last frame of the snowfall, and you can see 110 there. And the highest elevations of Central California near the Nevada border. Where here, tomorrow is going to be a rainy day in Las Vegas. The average rainfall for the entire year here is just over 4 inches. We had close to twice that in Boston just in 1 month. February is the wettest month, though, in Las Vegas with an average of 0.8 of an inch of rain. So yesterday was a pretty fun day going around here. So many sights and sounds, and that's one of the reasons I'm not going outside right now is all the sounds. And admittedly, stayed up a little late last night, so this is a late one today being published after the sun goes down in New England. This time warp in the West Coast it's not easy, but it's enjoyable. Weather's been really nice here, and we're going to get a rainy day now tomorrow. So I'll leave you with the Inmore going around yesterday with the lunch. Really fun entertainer. I think his name is JG, the entertainer. And did a great job serenading all of us. Thank goodness, because it was outdoor dining. If he wasn't a good entertainer, a sidewalk entertainer, it would have spoiled lunch. But I think, I don't know how it works, but they're all over the place. And then the huge high roller, sort of modern day indoor giant Ferris wheel type thing. Just a monumental structure with gorgeous views looking over towards those mountains right there towards the west. Those mountains tomorrow up top, those are up to about 10,000 feet. That's Mount Harris, I think. There could be a half a foot or a foot of snow up there, so it should be interesting if the sun comes back out here Friday. Maybe I'll have some snow scenes for you again. Until then, talk to you tomorrow. World's best pizza. Yeah, let's go. Oh, and how could I forget to mention that streak of days in a row with accumulating snow in New England is over. It ended yesterday. Yesterday I said it was the 28th day, but it was really the 27th day in a row of accumulating snow. So it snowed practically every day in January. There was a little something on the radar in northern Maine, but I don't think it counted. So now we start a streak of days in a row without snow, although there'll be a little bit tomorrow. But that streak was fun. All right, later. That's our room right above Wahlburgers, but we're not in Hingham. It's a beautiful day. I think we're going for close to record warmth again today. Close to 70 degrees. Right? Middle of the strip here. Hard to know which way to go. Round and around. How about the Eiffel Tower? What? On TV this morning, they said, well, it's not going to be record warm today, but it's going to be warm. That feels record warm to me. It is at least 70. You send me. I know you send me. The base of the Eiffel Tower comes right down in through the casino. Cool, huh? We're having lunch at Mon Ami Gabi. I think that's what it says. Mon Ami Gabi. Mon Ami Gabi. There's live music.
He's not going, I'm not going.
I don't know. It feels like 80
Find
outside
anybody else
today.
that can do that voice, send them to me. Or any of these voices that I do. I guarantee you there's not another singer in this town who can do this. I've been doing this 60 years, mimicking artists of yesteryear.
Oh, they have gambling in this town. We have voluntary entertainment in the background. Oh yeah, it's still winter, I forgot. I ordered a Sam seasonal. I was thinking it might be summer. Funny. It's January 30th. It's gotta be about 80 degrees on this patio. I wonder if those are the same sparrows from our house in Weymouth. Oh yeah, that one is. Hey, it's me, Tim. Tim. Some eggs? It really is like France in here, except for the crowd is a little different, I would say. But all kinds. It's eclectic. Next. Love this mural.
Are just some of the components that make up the high roller. It's a modernized Ferris wheel, a masterpiece of engineering, design, technology, and physics. Hubs, spindles, spokes. It took 3 years to put the high roller's 20,000 stationary parts and moving pieces together. Using some intricate and demanding construction. Parts were crafted all over the world and delivered to Las Vegas, where the wheel was then assembled on site. Above the rest.
There's that thing that we saw the moon on this morning.
The high roller is propelling
Claire.
28 cabins, weighing
U2 is playing in there, right?
1,000 pounds each, up to the astounding 550-foot apex. That's the equivalent of raising more than 1.2 million pounds up a 60-story building. That's just one of the many pieces that makes the high roller experience one for the record books and one to remember.
Looks like the zip line's getting some maintenance, some welding. It should be warm.
Visitors were coming to town and laying down $200 million a year. Some were even lucky enough to take a few bucks home, making Vegas a destination for quick wins along with glitz and glamour.
Oh, that's the Venetian.
Just about halfway. Right up.
Las Vegas began attracting some of the country's top performers. Elvis made his first appearance in 1956, and by 1962, audiences flocked to see the Rat Pack in action as they played to packed houses. Then, in 1966, Vegas took another leap forward with the opening of its most lavish resort of the time, Caesar's Palace. This stunning masterpiece was a game changer for the Vegas Strip and set the bar for all future Vegas casinos and resorts.
They're saying edit a
Let me
Caesars.
take video. You're too afraid.
I think it's changed since then.
Can you take a video?
So we're just
Looking
past
down?
the axle and
That's the top.
elevation altitude 55 feet. Looks like you see it.
Sportsbook is recognized as one of the best sportsbooks
There's
in
the
Las
sphere.
Vegas. Caesars also owns
Cool.
the most trusted name in poker, the World Series of Poker.
Venetian Trump.
And Caesar's Palace continues to
Harris.
innovate with being the
Janet.
first to introduce popular artists
Caesars,
and residents
Flamingo.
at a cost
Look up there.
Look up there.
We are 1, 2, 3 from the top.
All right. We've been chosen. Elevation 380. 1, 2, 3.
Starting with the southwest, looking over the Flamingo, lies Death Valley National Park. Roughly 120 miles away, which protects the northwest corner of the Mojave Desert and includes Badwater Basin, the lowest point in North America. Some 280 feet close, but it's a place everyone has heard of, even though it supposedly doesn't exist. Area 51. You're free to speculate on your own, but we're not going to say anything more. Except there are a lot of rumors flying around about it being a remote military base under heavy security where they test extraterrestrial technologies and keep the remains of crash-site alien bodies. But you didn't hear that from me.
Hey Ray and Nevada snowy mountains. Winter storm watch in effect for the Lower Sierra this Thursday and Friday. Thinking of you.
Ferocious, prehistoric creatures.
This used to be an ocean.
By 100 million years ago, the sea had evaporated and was then populated with land dinosaurs, whose fossilized remains have been discovered
climate
across
change.
the region.
Bellagio Mountain. There.
Vegas.
So this morning in that noisy out the door video, I was out that door right there, standing right below that sign, looking up at the Sphere, talking louder than the traffic. At least that was my intention. How'd that go? And more and more and more. I think I'll leave the nightlife for the next video. Really fun. High rollers. The one up there with the purple on it, there's a bar and a bartender in that one. But we got our own ball by ourselves. How'd we do that? Janet, she must wait. Coming in for touchdown. All right, that's it for today. See you again tomorrow with weather. More and more. Yeah, that looks kind of heavy duty. Imagine engineering this thing. Really impressive engineering on this trip. All right, sunset on the Strip. 3 hours later than when it happens in New England. Weather's going to change dramatically. What happens at night will stay at night. For now, but I might share a little bit tomorrow of the nightlife. That's it for today. Good night, everybody. That was Martha Stewart right there. We did eat at her restaurant yesterday.